Hey there, dreamers. So, um, I'm sure a decent amount of you have seen the 7 months of struggle video that I just put up, kind of talking about what I was working on recently in order to accomplish a couple goals of mine. So I figured it would be kind of a good segue into what I want to do next. And so, yeah, that's basically what I'm going to talk about right now. I made this channel because I decided a while ago, I couldn't tell you when, it's kind of been a process, but I decided that I was, in a sense, going to take a gamble with my life. But in another sense, I don't really think it's a gamble at all. But I do believe that there are a lot of people that would disagree with me. I left college a little while ago because I feel like we have a lot of institutionalized organizations which offer a lot of benefits but also create a lot of restriction around our thoughts and the way that our culture behaves. That sounds really complicated and fancy, but basically what I'm saying is I think that there are other ways to live. And I kind of want to prove that with what I'm doing with this channel. So now basically what I'm going to be doing from this point forwards is I'm going to go to trade school for a bit. It's going to be rough for a little while because I'm going to be working. I'm going to be getting up at like 6 to go to school at 7:30 to then go till 3 o'clock and then go to work from probably 3:30 or so until 10 o'clock at night. And I'm going to be doing that for 2 months straight. So I'm going to have some long days, and it's going to be rough, but I'm going to get through it. And once I do, I'm going to be making a lot more money, and I'll be working first shift, which is going to be awesome because once I start working first shift, my plan, long term, I'm going to start a business focused around meditation, spirituality, and yoga. And so I'm going to be working in the morning doing this trucking job because it offers me good money. But I'm also going to be starting, you could call it an internship of sorts. I'm going to be volunteering at the ACI, which is the prison in Rhode Island. And I'm basically going to be working alongside this incredible woman, Rebecca Foster, who has been doing this for 10 years, but there's this program called the Path of Freedom program that's offered to the prisoners at the ACI, and they basically are offered the opportunity to learn about meditation, to practice meditation, and to work on conflict resolution skills and anger management in a safe environment that really allows them to kind of learn how to deal with the intensity of prison life, as well as learning how to manage themselves in more concrete and effective ways so that they can do better once they're outside of the prison as well. Because personally, I think that rehabilitation is the most important thing, like our prison system is so focused around punishing people for their actions instead of trying to figure out what caused those actions and working with them to show them that there are better ways to go about dealing with their problems. But yeah, so once I am working in the morning, I'm going to be able to do that because there are several classes that go on kind of late afternoon, around like 6:30 to 8, that Rebecca is teaching. I'm basically going to be like an assistant for her for a little bit while I learn more about the program and get a couple more certifications. And then eventually I might even, and I think it seems like there's a lot of opportunity for me to become a teacher myself and be guiding my own classes on in a solitary way. And I think, and I really want to do this because I feel like there's so much that I still have to learn before I can properly teach people and guide people and show people the beauty of meditation. And I want you guys to be there with me through this journey. And basically, I'm going to be kind of figuring out my goals right now are to get these two things going on in my life: working this trucking job and getting myself to the point where I'm able to go to this prison on a regular basis and work with the prisoners there. From there, I'm going to be, my plan is to live as simply as possible so that I can save up a bunch of money, because I want to go to Nepal and maybe go traveling on a wider scale in order to spend some more time in kind of contemplation and figuring out exactly what I want to do. But I want you to know that this journey is going to end with me going to Colorado with around 6 months to a year's worth of savings in order to allow me to be in an apartment and not have to go to a specific daytime job. And from there, I'm going to be attempting to start a business. And I'm hoping that you guys are going to be there with me, because it's going to be really intense, and there's going to be a lot of failure, and there already has been a lot of failure. So many things have held me back, but I believe in myself, and I want to prove to you guys that really all it takes is determination. Really all it takes is the willingness to separate yourself from the group thought and say, what is it that I want and how do I make that happen? And I want you guys to be able to see that every single day is an opportunity for you to change your life. And I feel like what better way to do that? What better way to provide that sort of feeling and insight than by watching someone do it, than by seeing someone do it, than by feeling someone do it? Because, like, I have to tell you, I'm absolutely broke right now, and I really haven't done much to help or change people's lives. Yeah, that's the absolute truth. But I'm changing that. I think, I can't exactly say that I am the best person in the world or anything like that, but every single day for me is a step in the right direction, I think. Every single day. And I want you to feel that too. I want you to feel that strength. I want you to feel strong. I want you to feel whole. I want you to know that no matter what, you can do that thing that's calling out to you. Even if your father, your mother, your friend, or whoever says to you that you can't make that thing happen, I want you to think, well, why am I listening to them when this thing is calling out to me? When this thing is screaming at me? I want you to ask yourself how that other person is going to know what will make you happy, what will fulfill you. I want you to think to yourself, if I walk away from this feeling, if I continue to stifle this feeling, if I continue to look in this other direction and pretend that this thing, this other thing, this thing that others have told me will make me happy, if I continue to do that, at the end of my life, when everything is done, will you be happy? Will you be satisfied? Or will you spend all that time thinking, what if I had chased my dreams? What if I had gone and tried? What if I had had some strength and stood up for myself? How do you think your life would be different? Only you can tell. Thank you. Have a good day.